Entertainment purposes. YouTube, I'm not a bot.
Speaking of karma, look at what this guy recorded in the skies, y'all. I told y'all we have another world merging with ours. Check this out.
Bro, come here, look at my phone, bro. Look at the sky, bro.
As I find most striking is the presence of Antarctica on ancient maps, because we didn't discover it until 1820, and yet it's on maps drawn in the 1500s with great detail.
Welcome back to another episode of Quick Reaction TV, the coolest vibe on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, and rock the bell for new uploads. Join the Quik Crew, you know what we do, call it fact or cap. I've got a quick selection today. Let's jump in.
Do you know the real story behind SpongeBob? You might be sad after this video. SpongeBob was an actual person named Bob, and he was 14 years old. He was famous for his love of improvement and helping others. He was also an active member of a charitable society. Bob was driving his motorcycle to deliver packages, but one day he lost control and fell from a steep slope. After a couple of weeks in a coma, SpongeBob passed away due to severe brain damage. In the show, we always see SpongeBob as a kind person who loves to help others and always has a smile on his face. The second character is Patrick Star, a character in the light-hearted cartoon as SpongeBob's best friend. Patrick in real life was a boy named John who was Bob's best friend. When John was just 10 years old, he fell and injured his head, which caused him brain damage and made his learning process slower. Despite this, he was very kind to his close friend who was Bob. But one day, John climbed to the top of a building and jumped off, hitting his head and died immediately. I was shocked too when I heard these stories. If you like this type of serious, let me know in the comments.
Something a lot of us have never thought about: vaccines in the fruits and vegetables you get at the store. Some lawmakers say could be a reality soon, and they're looking to create some new rules to keep Tennesseans safe. Tony Sloan's live from the state capitol to tell us more about this legislation. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ben. Well, we want to make it clear that there are no vaccines in your lettuce or tomatoes when you go grocery shopping right now. But lawmakers say it may be a question of when, if not if. Now, Representative Scott Sapicki says researchers in California have perfected putting vaccines into certain foods. So he's crafted a bill to make sure that you know whether you're picking up a tomato with a vaccine in it or not. As an example. Now, basically, he says that this is a consumer protection bill that will make sure you know what you're buying. He says before this comes to Tennessee, there needs to be safety measures in place to protect you when you shop for yourself and your family.
If you're going in to buy tomatoes and there's a polio vaccine in there, that you are aware of what you're buying has a polio vaccine. The problem you have is if it's not treated as a pharmaceutical, being the size and difference between you and me, how many tomatoes do I have to eat to get the proper dosage versus how many tomatoes that you have to eat? And if you eat too many, do you get a overdose?
So it's raising a lot of questions. Representative John Ray Clemens questioned whether having vaccines in fruits and vegetables is legal in Tennessee. And if not, is the legislation necessary? Sapicki says having something in place is better than not. The protection passed its latest House committee vote just last week. But of course, we'll let you know what happens.
Boy, if you don't get...
So I'm in the driverless Uber, and you know, they have the little sensors for your seatbelt and everything like that. Well, I have my luggage in the back, and I guess that set off the sensor. So all of a sudden a phone call connects in the car. It's right in the porch. I just want to remind you to make sure you have your seatbelt on. I said, sir, no one's driving this car. If there were more seatbelts than this, I would have them on. Of course, I have it on. Don't worry, I have it on. I have it on. It is very safe, though. I will say that, because honestly, when I'm driving the car, you know, I'm on the phone anyway. So this is probably safer. This is probably better, because at least over here in the passenger seat, you know, I don't gotta watch the road.
It ain't me. Ain't me.
As I find most striking is the presence of Antarctica on ancient maps, because we didn't discover it until 1820, and yet it's on maps drawn in the 1500s with great detail, which again were based on much older source maps that have now been lost to us. The astonishing thing is the so-called Pinkerton world map. It just shows a hole where Antarctica is. A Walsey-Wooler world map drawn in 1530 or thereabouts, you find Antarctica is present. Orontius Phineas map. That map shows Antarctica exactly where it should be.
Stop. What do you mean by that?
Speaking of karma, look at what this guy recorded in the skies, y'all. I told y'all we have another world merging with ours. Check this out.
Bro, come here, look at my phone, bro. Look at the sky, bro.
Crazy, it's thundering as hell right now.
Bro, they totally disappeared, bro. They in the clouds, bro.
Look at that structure. Look at that. It looks like a ship. That whole structure, but look at this, y'all. Look at these beings up there. Remember, time is different for them than it is for us.
What if I told you the world ended in 2020? Would you believe me? Always remember, time don't exist. But if they can make you believe time exists, guess what? It becomes real. This is the Ouroboros, or the snake eating its own tail. It's letting you know that we all go in loops. Everything is a loop. If you are paying attention to what's going on right now with TikTok and the US government, they're letting you know that time is running out. Tick tock, tick tock. There's always a higher meaning behind what's going on. This system we call the Matrix is actually fake. Without numbers and certain codes, it don't exist. Remember, the Matrix deal with codes. We deal with spiritual energy. Their main concern when it comes to the Matrix is how much time people are using on the app. How much time people are using on the app. The hourglass is upside down now. We are dealing with fake wizards and we are dealing with clowns. Remember, we come from the crystal city. We are crystals. Every vibration we hold within our heart. We are going back to the ancient ways of doing things on Earth. By the way, check out the movie Witches. This is why it seems like it's a big attack on spiritual people. Starseeds, wizards, warlocks, indigos, chosen people. Remember in ancient days, they used to hunt down spiritual people? You are seeing more and more people deal with crystals back in ancient days. Remember that old song, we have time on our hands? Our time lines on our hands let us know what age we are going to. Don't be afraid of your superpowers or your spiritual powers, and understand we can make anything manifest. It's happening right in front of us right now.
Leave that dope alone. He needs to leave that dope alone.
If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like and share. See you in the next one. Quick!